Oh, mothers, don't you fear, ain't gonna drop no bomb over here. Won't be a bang, won't be a boom, just a TV set in your living room. Coming in loud, it's coming in clear, coming like a freight train through your ear. What you gonna do now, what you gonna say when they take your boys bones away? When they take your boys bones away. Teaching us lies, preaching us fear. Oh, my child said the end is near. Now, widows, don't you cry, 'cause all God's children one day gotta die. Well, they one day gotta die. Everybody's chasing American dreams, soaked in blood and kerosene. Hoping on a fire, waiting on a spark, hoping nobody gonna blow them all apart. All I ask and all I crave is alone to walk till the noise of grave. But in the end we'll separate the rags we wear from the rags we wear. Spoon-fed hair, and his thoughts been bled. Cry out to God from the devil's bed. Knick-knack, paddywhack, throw a bum a bone. I could chew or spew your views on my own. Teacher made me a history. Doctors cooked up a new disease. A preacher man made a shiny new Lord. Mr. President, well, build me a wall. I don't know what I'm fighting for. Everybody's chasing American dreams, soaked in blood and kerosene. Hoping on a fire, waiting on a spark, hoping nobody's gonna blow it all apart. All I ask and all I crave is alone to walk till the noise of grave. Well, in the end we'll separate the rags we wear from the rags we wear. Say it ain't so, the levee won't hold. See, spilling over like a nowhere blows. Heading for the rafts, they're heading for the roof. They're heading for the waterman, they're heading for the loot. Not enough rich in a poor black town. Not enough dead to get the White House down. Not enough help, not enough hope. Not enough hands to plug this here hole. Not enough to plug this here hole. Everybody's chasing American dreams, soaked in blood and kerosene. Hoping on a fire, waiting on a spark.
All right, guys, looks like we are live, of course, like always, every Tuesday night. Let us know in the comments if you can hear us and you can see us all right.
Although this is Wednesday.
That's correct, because yesterday, of course, being Fat Tuesday, we took the Tuesday off, basically. And
we didn't take no Tuesday off. She made me tear out a tub and replace a tub.
But it is Fat Tuesday, and I wish that everyone would celebrate that as a national holiday, because it's one of my favorites. And,
oh, yeah,
Mardi
king
Gras,
cake.
Yeah, as far as the season and the carnival season as a whole, absolutely love it. So you guys know, you've been following along with us for a while, that you've seen us celebrate Mardi Gras for years, and it's usually it's usually in New Orleans on our way to Daytona, but this year...
That's right.
Didn't really line up. So.
No, and we did some hanging out here and celebrating here in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. So, really quick, if you guys are finding this video and you've never seen us before, I'm TJ Thompson. This is Stephanie Thompson. I'm the Ornery One. She's the Ornery Squaw. And together, well, we're the Ornery One. And we ride a motorcycle coast to coast, border to border, going to cool events and meeting people. And that's
the best of the best events.
The best of the best, and meeting the great people that we have came up on over the years across the country. And for us, that's what it's all about. We are the richest people you'll ever meet. Well, in experiences, in experiences, I thought about this today, and I think about it a lot, how to explain who we are and what we do. We just really have been fortunate to push us like we have and got hooked up with the right people and surround ourselves with the right people. And like I was saying, if you haven't seen us before, we do truly ride for a living. We got some great sponsors, which you can see they kind of rolling through the screen at the bottom here. Pig Trail Harley-Davidson here in Rogers, Arkansas. They're our dealership. Proud to be there. And tonight we're going to talk a little bit what we've done there at Pig Trail Harley-Davidson and how we've gotten involved in All Kid Bike. We're actually we're ambassadors, which this happened last year.
Very, very cool. But before we get into that, I do want to say that there was an email sent out with our hangout times and locations during Daytona. Yeah. And then also it's posted on the website. So under the 2023 tab, you can click there. Underneath the calendar has the actual Daytona flyer that has all of the days and time frames of where we're going to be at. So we'd love for you guys to come check us out, see where we're at, which date is better for you. And there's something else on that schedule too that we'll let our guests talk about.
Oh yeah.
On Saturday.
Yeah, this has been a build up, man.
I know.
I'm really been looking forward to this one, guys. So we've been trying to just have people come on throughout our Walk It, Talk It, and Ride It every Tuesday. No, this is Wednesday. And just get to show off the people that we know from riding. And it truly is a big passion of ours. I do nothing when it comes to the Ornery One but talk. Steph does everything else. But man, you can drop me in the middle of somewhere and I just absolutely love being around people and getting to meet people doing good things in the community. You guys follow us long enough, we always take a negative and try to make a positive out of it. And tonight, that this person that you guys are going to get to meet, Ryan, has he's gone above and beyond with his organization and what they're doing and the cause that they're bringing to our kids.
Yeah, you guys know that we did a ride during Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. It was a joint effort between Pig Trail and All Kids Bike and us, and we had a handful of big names there that it turned out to be amazing.
Oh,
and it's just the fact of learning the whole mission behind All Kids Bike and what they do, especially for our kids. That's our younger generation growing up to be riding on 2 wheels or 3 wheels, but out there riding and enjoying what we absolutely love to do. So it was really cool to be able to connect the dots, learn more about it, dig in deeper, and then become ambassadors. And it was
unbelievable.
Everywhere we go, it seems like we're talking about All Kids Bike.
Yeah, and on this too, you guys, you're going to see this. When we talk to Ryan, we'll bring him on here in a little bit. I've taken a lot from him, whether he knows this or not, because of what we're doing. Because out here in the world, lining yourself with the right people and learning how to deal with situations. There's a few people last year that really resonated with Steph and I, and we took a lot from them because we're working hard and it feels good to be doing good stuff. We all want to be part of a good story. And it was great to bring that home to Pig Trail Harley-Davidson during Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue because we did the legacy ride, the first ever legacy ride, which Kyle actually at Pig Trail named. They kind of came together and
I think we were sitting there and he's like, how about the legacy ride?
I was like, damn, you just nailed it. So
and it is about leaving a legacy,
yes,
for that younger generation. So, but we'll let Ryan get in depth about what All Kids Bike does, what their mission is, even how he kind of got started.
Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of people, we talk about this and they don't know what All Kids Bike is, and it blows my mind. But I guess there was a time we didn't know either.
That's right.
And it is our mission to show people what this is. Yeah. And it means so much to me because we're getting our kids involved. You guys know we got 4 girls and a boy, right? So we've raised them. Without Kindred, the boy, there would be no Ornery One. It goes back to me and him. I was divorced, and we were watching Nitro Circus, and that's become a thing with him. And I mean, he's a little bitty dude. I got him a dirt bike, got me a dirt bike, and then he wanted a chopper, and I built him a little chopper, and then I built me a chopper. So that's how we started becoming the Ornery One on two wheels, and then of course I met Steph, and we love it. So I think we'll bring Ryan on because I know he's probably got to dig his way out because where he's at, they're having a
freaking blizzard.
Blizzard
Is what I just learned.
Yeah.
I did not know that because
Yeah.
obviously you guys know I don't watch the news or the weather, so I'm oblivious.
Well, I
the
did see
weather
where
outside.
Black Hills shut down and the museum up there
Oh wow.
that started to shut down. So I mean, that's some serious
Dang.
shit if they're
Yeah.
shutting down that stuff. Okay, so
All right.
we'll bring Ryan
Let's see
on.
if we can connect.
He's waiting on us patiently.
And let's switch this frame over.
Bear with us. Ryan, we'll get you on here.
All right.
Bam! Just like that.
Yes.
Now we unmuting.
Yep, I think we're all good. Ryan, you can still hear us?
You bet. Can
There.
you hear me okay?
Yep.
Perfect.
Perfect, man.
Awesome. Well, thank
Nitro
you.
Circus will give the Travis Pastrana thumbs
That's
up
it,
right
man.
there, right?
Oh my gosh. You know, we talked about this, me and you, of course. And I was thinking this evening, where was the first time that we met? And I believe it was in Daytona during the Flying Piston banquet. Or
I
Sturgis.
believe so. So we've kind of bumped into each other, Daytona and Sturgis.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, the two big events, and it's kind of run from there. So excited about how just you know, an introduction and acquaintance has turned into a pretty cool connection, and now having you guys on board as ambassadors for All Kids Bike has just been super cool.
Yeah.
So you know, it's a big mission, and we need all the help we can get. So
Yeah, you
awesome
know,
to have you guys on board.
Ryan, we do appreciate it. It came out of the blue, you know. We were running hard this last year, and you guys asked us to do that. We came out there to check out your facilities, and wow, you had an open house. And then I got to looking around with the other ambassadors that you have up on that wall. You got some heavy hitters, man.
You bet. It's been fun seeing who's getting involved and backing this from, you know, we've got world champion mountain bike and road bike, the bicycle side of things, athletes, and then we've got motorcycle, you know, everybody from rolling sands and athletes like, you know, endurocross champions, you name it, road race champions, everything. So it's been fun to see. And then on the flip side, you know, there's this whole other element that it's about a lot more than riding too. We're talking about, you know, just fundamental development of children with improved health, better balance, more confidence, higher self-esteem. I mean, reaching the milestone of learning how to ride a bike is a significant one that children, they know it's valued by parents and grandparents. And so when they reach it, it means a lot. And a lot of people, you know, when from our perspective in the industry and being enthusiasts, we think, oh, well, everybody learns how to ride a bike. But that's what it used to be, but it is not the case any longer. It actually is quite startling when you look at the statistics of how few kids are learning to ride right now. You know, the majority are no longer learning to ride, and even participation rates are pretty scary. You know,
Yeah.
it's only 1 in 4 kids in America will ride a bicycle even one time this year.
Man,
That blows me away. I rode my bike every day.
I
you know?
can't. So, with saying this, Ron, I guess we can kind of maybe for those out there that do not know what we're talking about, we could explain to them what you're doing and what our mission is with this.
You bet. Yep. And maybe I'll back up just a little bit.
Yeah.
How I got involved in this is through the Strider company. Strider Bikes is the company that I founded. That was 16 years ago. And that company really came from me trying to teach my own son how to ride as a motorcycle enthusiast, mountain biker. I mean, I just was super eager to get him riding early, you know. So at 2 years old, I had all this stuff already laid out for him, you know, little bike with training wheels, little motorcycle, little
Yeah.
Yamaha 50 with training wheels, everything. And my wife's like, it just, you know, he's only two.
Yeah, man, we
You know,
got that little
give him some
razor.
time.
We
So
had got
yeah,
that
I
little
was gonna be
razor,
away.
that little razor dirt bike and kind of cross that they had at Walmart that you could charge.
Yep.
And then we got little scooters for the girls, and then Kendra got that little thing. We charged it up and it had little training wheels. Got him going in the shop and then started taking those training wheels off. You know,
Yeah.
and then he started. You know, I gotta say though, Ryan, with what you're doing up there, with what we did here at Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue, and I'm so proud of this, and I've seen you do this all over the map. So if you go up there to All Kids Bike, you go in there and look, they have this map, and it tells you how many schools have been put in the program put in place at these schools.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
keep a number. Of course, y'all state is really up there. Arkansas is up there, and it shows each state. So the curriculum that goes into the school program to help kids learn how to ride bikes is basically what we did.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, we kind of took from the business side the lessons we learned about how to teach kids to ride, and then we started realizing these statistics of most kids not getting the opportunity. If they don't have somebody in their family that is, you know, an enthusiast, they're just not getting the opportunity. So, well, how are we going to reach these kids? And really, it's through the public schools. I mean, that's how you reach the greatest number of kids is you get a program into the school and then you reach every kid. So we developed a curriculum. We set up a program for training the teachers to teach this. And, you know, believe it or not, we're finding some PE teachers that don't know how to ride bikes, which
That's
again
crazy.
just blows me away. So the cool thing is, you know, we'll go into that school and they'll be real hesitant. You find out, well, they don't know how to ride. So then they're naturally thinking, there's no way I can teach kids how to ride, something I can't even do myself. And so we walk them through this process and say, you know, it's easy to learn to ride if you do the process and the proper steps. And we can not only teach you how to ride, but then we'll teach you how to teach others. And so it's very well received when we have those breakthrough moments. And so, you know, we can take a teacher that, I mean, some of them are super bike enthusiasts, but it doesn't matter whether they are or not. We can basically give them the training they need to, like, literally teach thousands of kids how to ride just because they'll see 100, 150 kids through their classrooms every year. And once we place a program, you know, it's going to run for
Oh
10
yeah.
years in that school. So, yeah, it's a
So
huge impact.
I mean, you're teaching them how to fish.
Yep.
You're doing it. It's the kind of the old thing, and Ron, I'm so excited, man, because we were so busy during Bikes, Blues, and Barbecue. You know everything that y'all have going on, we have going on. We brought everybody together. We did that great legacy ride. We're going to be doing that again this year. Looks like
Yeah.
everything's a go with that, so I'm excited about that. But what we got to do, we sponsored 3 schools here in Arkansas.
Absolutely.
3 schools, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that blows me away.
Yeah, thousands of kids. We went out and rode motorcycles and had a good time one afternoon, and as a result, thousands of kids will learn how to ride.
I know,
As a
man.
result.
And
Yeah.
then, I mean, it really is us as a community coming together in the community of the bike world and doing this stuff. Something else that you guys watching may not know this either. So the Flying Piston Banquet is amazing because they'll take these little Strider bikes and they'll make these custom builds out of them, and they're cool as hell, man.
Yep.
I
and
mean,
then, yeah.
unbelievable what you're going to see.
Which we have Marilyn coming on later in the year. I'm not for sure exactly the date of the live feed, but she's going to be joining us talking about all, Flying Piston. Sorry. So what they do for All Kids Bike and like, yeah, the little Strider bikes, and then they auction those off, and it's just really cool because they invite these builders to come in and take this Strider bike, which I mean, already a starter bike is freaking awesome, just the whole
badass.
concept of it too.
Yeah.
But then they turn it into some
Little
amazing
choppers,
things.
like little baggers,
Yeah.
little. I mean, it's endless what they do with this.
Goes
Yeah.
from a pretty simple little utilitarian bike for a kid
I
to
know.
kind of a work of art.
Yeah, so
many of them,
what they'll do,
absolutely work of
you
art.
you get to go to the banquet, right? So we'll be down in Daytona, and we'll be at, what is it, Teddy Morris destination?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so it's
Based on a Harley.
okay. So
Pavilion.
we've, this is the first year of this, but it's been there at the pavilion. You go there, they feed you, you get a cool little grab bag of stuff. You get to hang out with some amazing builders, painters, artists, just people in general doing really cool stuff. And then you get to see these bikes, and then they have a whole ton of stuff that they raffle off of. Is it silent auction, Ryan? Or is it?
I think it is. They're using an app now.
Right.
But so kind of a silent auction through an app, but lots of cool artwork, lots of
Yeah.
skateboard decks, like
Yeah.
hand painted, famous artists that have hand painted skateboard decks and some really cool stuff.
It is, man. And then we all just camaraderie. We get to hang around, then we get to do it again. We go up to Sturgis at the Buffalo Chip at the industry party there, and hang out beforehand and get it. Y'all do a ride up there as well. And everybody comes together once again. We get to just see all these amazing little bikes that have been built. But I think about this too, Ryan, when we were up there. And I'm a fabricator by trade. So when we were up there at All Kids Bike Facility, and we went around there and looked around, taking it all in, very impressive. But this is what impressed me the most. Two things. You have your kids, you have family, you have friends, it's a family of people working together to do this mission. Now,
You bet.
then I went in the back, and you had your dude back there, the fabricator. Can't remember his name, but he was back there working. Charlie. But what they'll do, guys, this is really cool. They'll take maybe a child that has a hardship, a limitation, and they're having a little trouble, and they will build a bike to fit their needs. Ain't that cool?
Yep.
I mean, that.
Yeah, I was at work tonight, and right before I left, I went back, and Charlie was still working on one. It's like after 5 o'clock, and it's a blizzard out, and interstates are closing and everything else. He's like, I'm just trying to get this one finished up, and it's a young man about 10 years old that I think he was burned really bad, and his one hand just is really deformed from the burn, and we're having to fabricate a special shape into the grip and the handlebar that he can kind of get his hand hooked into and be able to ride. And so it should be a really cool deal to see this come together.
Cool.
We've built one for him, and it's just not quite right, so we're rebuilding it now that we've got more information and he's had a little more experience with the bike. We're kind of seeing what part of it worked and what didn't, and we're going to be able to do a second generation adaptive piece for him and make it even better. But he's already striding, he's already got his balance, he's gliding with his feet up, and so we're thinking, not only are we going to make it through this balance bike phase, but we're going to get him onto a pedal bike and set him free.
That'd be cool.
I mean, it's so, when these kids come in, I'm going to get emotional. They're family. I mean, y'all are doing something. I mean, you're not giving them a bike and saying good luck. You're saying, here, let's keep working. Let's figure it out.
Yeah, you're helping them achieve all those things that you were just saying earlier, like the self-esteem, the achievement, and knowing, I remember growing up learning how to ride a bicycle, and my mom and dad, they were like ecstatic. They were so happy. They were like cheering me on and stuff like that. And that's something I guess I never really looked at from that perspective. Is it's a milestone. It's like one of those things that people celebrate.
Yes.
So it's I can see such a decline nowadays because there's not very many. There's not as many bicycles in the stores as it used to be. I don't see little kids riding around the bicycle, in their neighborhoods after school. So it's like it makes sense.
And can you imagine that what that does for your emotional, for who you are, And if you, because I mean, mentally, what that would do for a child. I mean, you'd set
Yeah.
them.
So speaking of that, really quickly, I did have someone ask a question if it's accessible to preschools by chance, or is it only like
The All Kids
elementary?
Bike program is really designed for kindergarten, just because
Okay.
most schools, kindergarten is really the youngest grade that is in every school. So that's
Right.
what we targeted.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now the kid, there, if a school has a pre-K program, I mean, they could use it with their pre-K kids also. So, I
Okay.
mean, the products that we have and the program and everything, 4-year-olds can learn to ride through this program. Typically, just because of the way the school system is structured, um, you know, we really target kindergarten.
And,
Okay.
and this is something else too on these bikes. You guys got to go check this out because they got little rockers. They do everything
Oh,
with
yeah.
these bikes. They're just unbelievable. Then we're lucky enough to have our store over in Bentonville.
Yeah. Do you want to share a little bit about that?
It's cool.
Because I did not know this
So
until last year.
there's a few different different things going on. Maybe we can clarify. So Strider Bikes is the company that I originally founded. That's the company that's doing all the product development, the manufacturing of the bikes, and distribution and everything. Um, that company also runs a retail store in Bentonville, kind of like it's a brand
Yes.
store. We focus on really representing all of the Strider products in that store, and
So
just kind of
cool.
showcase the whole concept. There's so much going on in Bentonville related to bicycling that a lot of the industry, a lot of city managers from all over the nation are coming in and looking at what Bentonville's doing to try and encourage people to ride bicycles. That it made sense for us to have a store there because people see the role we play in this whole process. I mean, all the bike paths and infrastructure in the world are no good if you don't have any riders.
That's right.
So, and we are the doorway into the riding community, really. And motorcycling, it really needs to understand that bicycling is a stepping stone to
Absolutely.
motorcycling. You talk
Absolutely.
to any motorcyclist, and I guarantee you they can tell you about a childhood bicycle that they had.
Oh
They go
yeah.
hand in hand. And if you go back and think about it, Harley Davidson was a bicycle that had
Yes.
a motor added to it,
Yes.
and Indian was the same. It all starts with a bicycle. Um, and in a way, the bicycle, um, it really is a first vehicle. It's the first mechanical device that moves your body faster than you can move it otherwise. And so, kids basically, when they learn to ride, they learn that vehicles open up the world to me. At where they are when they're little and young, a bicycle is what opens their world up to them, and as they get bigger, they want to go faster and further,
And
and then bicycles come into the
oh yeah.
picture, and cars and airplanes and boats. It's like they're all the essence is they're all vehicles. They all take us places beyond where we could otherwise go. But it starts with a bicycle. So,
That store
bike,
over there.
moto, automotive, every
Yeah.
industry benefits when we get more kids on bicycles.
Well, the store over there, like we walked in and checked it out. We stayed in there for 2 hours, maybe. It was a long time because everybody over there is so happy. And
Yeah.
then there was a couple that were, I believe they came in from Colorado and they were biking and they brought their two boys in. So the boys got to come in. And guys, when you walk into the store, it's on a square. It's super cool anyway. You're just walking around with your Starbucks, whatever you're drinking, get done to eat, you're just looking and shopping. You walk into the store, and it's these little bikes everywhere, grips. I mean, you can customize these things to everything down to whatever that kid's color is, what their favorite, whatever, pegs. Then they have this little ramp, and they get in there and actually ride around in the store with these bikes with their helmet on and all their gear. And you can see them every round they go, they just get a little bit more faster and a little bit more free and a little bit more ornery. You can just see it coming into them. And I just sat there and watched them talk to their parents. And it just took me back, to my first bike. We put it together from bits and pieces. It had a banana seat, and it had some old ape hangers on it. I think it had a small tire in the rear and a tire. I mean, just what a pile. But I absolutely loved that bike. It was free. I was free,
Yeah.
It was blue, kind of. But those kids getting to do that, and it's so good for me, and I think for all of us adults to actually watch them kids get that from those bikes, because I think we kind of lose that a little bit.
Right.
We're also
We've gone so far up the ladder
Yeah.
as enthusiasts that we forget where the ladder starts.
Yes,
Yep.
we do.
And even our efforts to try and recruit people into the sport don't reach far enough down. They don't reach all the way down to the first rung on the ladder. And that's where we're operating is, you can only climb the ladder if you can get a good grasp on the first rung.
Yep.
And if we get that established, then everybody can climb the ladder however high they want to go.
Well, so we've talked about this. I know you've got a big thing coming up too. We're down there in Daytona. And I definitely want to talk about this because I'm excited. I've seen the bike. You've rode the piss out of this bike, one of Rusty's bikes,
Yep.
that you're going to be giving away while we're down in Daytona.
Yep, absolutely. So this, I'd mentioned the Strider business and the Strider store. A separate, I guess, organization that I started about 6 years ago is All Kids Bike. So All Kids Bike is a nonprofit. It's a separate entity, independently run by a board of directors, and it is a 501c3. So this is, a charity that's been in place for 6 years now. We initially started out just doing some miscellaneous charity work with it. And when we really started understanding the statistics of the declining ridership of kids and the health declines and whatnot, we thought, okay, we got to get more focused with this. We need it's kind of like the nuclear option. It's like, oh my gosh, this is all declining so fast. These little efforts just aren't going to pan out. I mean, the decline is faster than the input that we're offering. And so that's when we really came up with the All Kids Bike program and got focused on that mission to try and take this out to all the public schools in America and change it at that core level. Make sure that every single kid learns how to ride and like all these other problems get fixed. So we've been doing a number of things to raise money on this front. A lot of it depends on outside funding.
Yep.
We've got lots of motorcycle shops and bicycle shops that have donated. Yamaha Motorcycles has donated a ton of money. Walton Family Foundation, Katina Foundation, Coca-Cola, just all across the board, all across the nation. This is just kind of fun. We started 2022 with 443 schools running the program nationwide. We ended the year with 824.
You doubled.
And just since January 1, we're almost up to 900 schools running the program. So it's really taken off.
You bet.
I'm hoping to be at 1,500 schools by the end of this year, and then just keep cranking it. There's 50,000 elementary schools in the United States, and they teach almost 4 million kids per year. So imagine if we could shift the paradigm of education to make sure that every one of those kids knew how to ride a bike. I mean, the future of bicycling and motorcycling would be on firmer ground than ever before in history. If we can get this paradigm to shift. So it's really cool.
We're always preaching about the younger generation. How do we get the younger generation involved? How do we do this? You watch Nitro Circus. That's what you do, man. You get that kid, or get on your phone, start watching the bicycle bike, and get on a damn bike and start having fun. I mean, this is it. This is how you do it.
Yep, for sure.
So anyway, Rusty's bike that you're going to be giving away.
Yep. So one of our fundraisers, if you want information about All Kids Bike, it's simply allkidsbike.org. One of the ways we want to raise money is I purchased a custom Harley Davidson built by Rusty and Steve Wallace, Southern Customs. Super cool bike.
Yep.
It was part of a charity auction at the Buffalo Chip. So it raised a bunch of money for Special Olympics here in Rapid City and the NASCAR Foundation. And so I had a good adventure on that bike. I bought it here, but then asked Rusty to take it back to their shop in North Carolina. I was going to be down there on business anyway. And I said, I'd like to come to your shop, see the shop where it was built. You can tell me all about the bike, and then I'll ride it home.
Yeah.
And they were like, you're not going to ride it all the way back to South Dakota.
And that's what he said. He told me that too. He's like, this is crazy. He showed up, bought the bike, and took off.
So it did just that. I flew down there, met up with them. I mean, I had never ridden the bike before or anything. I rode it out of their shop and headed home.
Yeah, man.
And I'd never even ridden it before. But, I mean, the bike was awesome. The bike is a blast to ride. I mean, it's got so many good goodies on it.
Oh, no.
Hot rod parts and air suspension.
You know them boys.
Stereo. And so, I mean, it was a 2,000-mile trip. And I rolled back into South Dakota, and there had been a snowstorm. And so, thankfully, it had warmed up, and the roads had melted off. So I had, clear pavement. But, I sent a couple of photos back to Rusty rolling into my house. And I mean, like, I'm bundled up in layers and layers, and there's snow in the ditches and everything everywhere. And, bike's all cruddy from being on the road.
And of course, he loved it.
Super fun.
Yeah.
But I just got a note from him today before I came home. He said, hey, we got the bike all detailed. It is just beautiful. It's ready to go. So it's back at their shop right now.
Okay.
And they're hauling it down to Daytona next week. So.
And then you're going to
be on display all week.
Okay.
Out at Daytona Harley. We'll have an all kids bike tent and display out there. And we're selling raffle tickets. You can buy them online. Anywhere nationwide. You don't have to be present to win, but we'll be down there all week selling raffle tickets. They're $10 each. All the money goes to All Kids Bike. Basically, every $10 helps us teach another kid how to ride.
That's right.
It's a cool deal. You can't lose on this deal.
No, you can't.
You're either going to win a bike or you're going to
get a kid riding,
create a motorcyclist in the future. So it's like, get in there and buy some tickets.
Well, so
somebody's going to get one heck of a cool bike.
Yeah, they are.
The bike giveaway, that's going to be on Saturday?
On Saturday, the 11th, at 3 p.m. out at Daytona Harley Davidson. We'll draw it live and notify the winner. It'd be awesome if they were, present at the time.
Man.
But regardless, we'll pick a name and we'll get that bike to them. So
well,
I'm excited.
We're going to be there. We're excited. I think we should go live and maybe let everybody see who wins, that follows us. We can kind of watch it live, see it all play out.
Yeah, I'm excited for.
I am too, man.
I love just the whole hype and everyone's energy during a giveaway.
I do too.
And
Rusty,
it's so exciting.
Yeah, man.
A $75,000 motorcycle.
Yeah.
It's like, this isn't just some little itty bitty raffle.
Yeah, it's not a gift basket.
We're going to have one hell of a motorcycle.
Real quick, I'm going to say we got an Ornery 87 Octane.
Yes,
Danny?
welcome, Danny Stewart.
Thank you so much. So, Ryan, we have Ornery members, and they have 3 different levels, and when they sign up, we get a notification, so we just gained another Ornery member, so it's pretty cool if you see that popped up, so I want to take a minute and say thank you there. Yeah, man. And
sorry.
Go ahead,
sorry
baby.
to cut you off. Another question is just making sure that they can buy them online, which that was correct. Is that just at allkidsbike.org, or once they go to that homepage, you'll leave them?
To go directly to that site, you'll see a bunch of pictures of the bike and all kinds of information. It's allkidsbike.org/motorcycle-sweepstakes.
Okay, perfect.
Wow, how do you retain all this information, Ron? That's something, and I was kind of talking about before coming on, just on a personal note, man. you know, ever since we first met, we're all doing our own thing. I didn't know who you were. You didn't know who we were. You know, we just kept running in.
Yeah.
We're surrounding ourselves with good people. You know, and just keep rubbing, you know, just always seeing you and meeting your wife and then getting the kids were there that, you know, it just, I've taken a lot from you. I've got so much more from you than you know. Because I'll watch you and I've been talking and, you know, it helps me personally doing what we're doing with our pay it forwards and what we're doing. I've taken a lot of knowledge away from just being around.
Yeah, well, thank you for that.
Yeah, man, I
you know,
love
I think one of the what I think people can take from you, everybody, is just talk to people.
Yeah.
You know, when you're standing there, just talk to people.
He is
It's
a talker.
amazing. I mean, that's how it all starts, right? I mean, in
I
our
know.
world today, nobody talks to each other.
I know.
They got, you know, 60 seconds. They just immediately go to their phone, so they don't have to talk to anybody. It's like, it's super easy to start a conversation. Hey, where are you from?
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Like,
That's the opener.
or
That leads to a conversation. Every
yeah, I
time.
think, man, we were eating something, and I think me and you got a plate. I can't remember where it was at. Somewhere anyway, we were eating it, and I'd had something. I didn't like it or something. I was giving it to Steph. I'm a picky eater, and I think that's kind of, I can't remember. It was over food though. We were breaking bread. We were eating, but you know, next year. And, you know, we got this year coming. You guys are already planning next year, I'm sure. I mean, you guys, this is a big staff. Y'all have people in there just working, just day in and day out, driving this home.
Yep, both on the Strider side and the foundation, both organizations, pretty, I mean, very dedicated people all across the board.
Unbelievable.
The Strider staff lends a lot of effort towards the foundation. The fun thing, we've got a lot of people that have kids or had kids that grew up on Striders. So, like, they've lived this as parents. They've seen what it's done for kids. And so, you know, some of their, just like my kids are teenagers now. One of them's in college and one's going to be out of high school here soon. So I can't believe how the time has flown by. And some of my staff are the same way. Their kids years ago were on Striders and they're teenagers now, but that it was such a neat experience that they still carry that passion with them that they saw with their own kids.
It's a legacy, man.
We had a cool deal. Let me see if I can find this. We had a little boy in, I think he's 12. He was in today with Down syndrome, and we got him set up with a new bike. And it's our new 20X, which isn't even on the market yet.
20X.
A 20-inch bike that starts as a balance bike, will convert to a pedal bike. There was something on my Instagram just talking about this, and there's a little sneak peek of me riding a wheelie on the thing. But it really, it's going to be an amazing bike to teach kids with special needs how to ride. But we gave it to him, and I'm probably not going to get this thing quite right. Oh, here it is. This is awesome. So the parents just couldn't believe that we were going to let them take one of the demo bikes, you know, because they're not on the market yet. And so she texted from her car going home, said, from the back seat, Josh touched his bike and said, "Look at this bad boy."
Oh, I love that.
The bike's in the back seat with him, and he's just like
touching it, man.
So excited.
Can't believe it.
Bad boy.
That's awesome.
I love it. You know, and that's what it is. It's the passion you got. My grandpa told me a story. He had a Model A, had a rumble seat in the back, and had that spare seat back there. And he said he loved seeing that spare tires kind of stick up from the back. I have no idea why. This is just a major deal for him. And he said, I just want to turn around and keep turning around. And he said, you know, I hit a tree. He said, because I was looking at that damn tire on the back. He was so into it. But, you know, it's just that whatever grabs your attention, and you're just, and he will carry that on. Down syndrome. I was raised with Timmy. We had some great experiences. True hearts right there. All passion. just
Yep.
unbelievable to watch them just develop. I am excited, Ryan. I've got an idea, man. I don't know if I can pull this. I'm just, of course, me talking, always talking out loud. I want maybe next year on our bike to be able. This is just daydreaming. I don't know if this can be done.
Hey,
But
all
everybody's,
starts with daydreams.
yeah, everybody that's watching us knows how I am. I would think it would be cool to be able to make a hitch on the back of our bike, be able to take a Strider bike, taking it to our sponsors, and do mods to it as we haul it from sponsor to sponsor and build a custom.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And then actually ride around with that bike on the back of our bike. I don't know how we could pull that off.
Yep.
But
Yep.
then,
I'm sure we could do it.
wouldn't that not be cool? And then, like, we got some amazing
Hey,
sponsors, and I've already talked to a couple of them, and they were like, "Hell yeah, we'd like to do something." And I was like, "Well," so still
No, we
thinking.
could do it. I had a Strider mount on the side of my Sportster, that off-road Sportster that I had built, and raced it up the hill climb
Yeah.
with the buffalo chip when the Strider's on the side bouncing along going up the hill.
I just love it, and anything to get everybody involved. That's one thing Steph and I talk a lot about is people want to be involved in a good story.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much, like we're talking about on the phone. There's so much driving us in the wrong direction. It's good to be around this good stuff, and like I said, you couldn't get any better. I mean, it's for the kids. I'm excited to see what happens and everything plays out for it's been going on for 6 years, you said?
Yeah, foundation started 6 years ago. The program, the All Kids Bike focused program, started 4 years ago, and we're almost 900 schools nationwide now. So, that first year was just trying to get all the materials put together and the flyers printed and everything. So it's really ramping right now. So I'm excited
really
about
cool.
where these next couple years are going to go.
I'm glad we're part of it, and we thank you guys so much for letting us be a part of it. It's become more and more a passion for us.
That's awesome.
And I wanted to ask you, Ryan, if you were to pick, I know this is going to put you on a spot. I was thinking maybe a motorcycle. What was or is your favorite motorcycle to ride if you had to just pick one? Or can you?
Oh, well, jeez.
I know, man. I've been thinking about that too. Like, I've been like, what bike would you pick if you were just going to get one bike and ride it, And
Yeah.
I think I'm
Well,
going to try the
I
Pan
kind of
this
ride a
year.
little bit of everything. I do. Out here in the Black Hills, we have so much forest and forest roads. I've got dirt bikes. I mean, between the boys and I think there's like 9 or 10 motorcycles out in the garage.
Oh,
But
yeah.
if I had to sell them all and just keep one, what I'm probably having the most fun on right now is a Triumph Tiger Rally Pro.
Okay.
It's a 900 Rally Pro, and I mean it's super comfortable. It'll just carve up a twisty road like crazy, and then if you see a dirt road and you want to go check it out,
Take
you
off.
just turn and go for it. So,
That's cool.
Well, man, I've been just thinking more and more about that because, as a person gets older, thankfully I haven't rode as many bikes as you have. And that I always, when I get around somebody that's rode a lot, I'm curious what their thought is. And most of the time people are just wanting something that's you can do multiple things with. We want that one thing that does it all.
Yeah. So I am playing. And in the shop right now, I've got one of the new Harley Nightsters.
Yep.
And so that's getting converted to off road.
No
right
shit.
Now. So
When's that going to be
that
done?
should be done. So when you guys are up here for Sturgis, you'll have to come check it out. It'll have
Yeah.
longer suspension, knobby tires, and the controls will be moved so you can. Pegs will be back underneath you where you can stand up on it and everything.
Well, I'm excited. The Buffalo Chip Course, the best party anywhere. And we're going to be there hanging out, doing some stuff. We got some stuff we're working on with the Buffalo Chip right now. We're super excited about it. A lot to do with our 2-Up community because Steph and I are super passionate about riding 2-Up. And that's something that I am daydreaming about maybe next winter. I've kind of got the heart of her now, but a little Evo, and maybe we'll be able to put a bike together for Steph and I, an old school kind of a cool bagger that we can do a little touring on that old, it'd be a slower than the old
Just
M8.
pavement, no
Pavement,
off-roading.
But
Off-road?
yeah, but then we'll build this old school kind of 2-Up bike. Because there's so many cool builders, especially when you get like Daytona when we get down there. I mean, you get to see some amazing bikes. And I know if you got to pick, you'd probably keep Rusty's bike.
Yep, for sure. That one's already out of my stable though. I donated it to the foundation, and it's got a new mission, and I'm excited for that mission. So
no telling what
but I got some great memories on the thing, and one thing that's fun about that bike, it's just such an eye catcher and so unique, and it's a little loud too.
Oh yeah.
But you roll in anywhere with that, everybody notices, and then it's just a unique enough and dramatic enough bike, I guess, that people come over and start talking to you. I mean,
well,
I don't think I ever fueled that bike up on the entire 2,000-mile journey where I didn't have conversations with multiple people at every stop.
Dude, all their bikes, Rusty, they lined them up out there, and of course they rode with us. Well, they had 3 of their bikes on the ride with us. Dude, they're beasts. They're a lot of thought, a lot of work, and they've got a lot of talent right there.
Yeah,
and they're turning out some cool
They
stuff.
know how to make engines perform.
Oh,
too,
Jesus.
so those things are beasts. Yeah.
Well, okay, Ryan, we're going to let you go and let you get back to snow blowing or whatever you got to do tonight, digging out. But we can't thank you enough for coming on. We'll look forward to seeing you in about a week down in Daytona.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, thank you so much.
Keep pushing that sweepstakes on that custom motorcycle. That's the easiest way for people to get involved, is just get in there and buy a ticket.
That's
Perfect.
right.
Every $10 helps us teach another kid how to ride. Throw $100 in there, get 10 chances to win, and get a whole neighborhood gang on two wheel.
Yeah, no kidding. That's exactly what would happen too. All right, Ryan, thank you so much.
Take care, you guys.
We'll see you next week.
Sounds great. See ya.
See you, buddy. Oh man, is that not awesome?
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
I've got just such a.
Let me make sure that this is all switched over. It looks like it is.
I love it so very much, and then, you can see. I mean, Ryan being able to retain all that information. I don't know how the dude does it. Hank has been listening. He wants that giveaway bike. He wants to ride on it.
Hank, you have to give back your allowance because you have to buy your own ticket.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No talking. So what we'll do when we get down to Daytona, whenever they give away the bike, if all the connections are right in the universe with the internet, because it is a little
It will be at the
janky
dealership.
down there.
Yeah, it will be at the dealership, and I'll have my hotspot with us. But if that works with even the towers being all bogged down, but we will definitely try to go live so that you guys can see firsthand as the raffle's going on to see who the winner is, and then of course we'll post, and I'm sure they're going to be posting also.
Yeah, guys, and if you can, like Ryan was saying, you can go buy a ticket or two, and get a chance to win something. It's really is pretty amazing what's going on. Mm-hmm. We did 3 schools over here at Bikes, Wheels, and Barbecue. I'm so proud of that. We were going to try to get over there and do some a video of one of the schools. We had some things that we had to take care of at the moment.
Yeah,
we weren't able to do it. So
it's really cool. So any school can apply, and it's about $5,000 for each school to get set up with this curriculum and the bikes. I think it's 24 starter bikes, and then of course 1 for the instructor and the instructor's training and stuff to be able to teach the program. So it's pretty in-depth, and it's so cool though. But like the 3 schools that got funded through our ride that we did at Bikes, Wheels, and Barbecue, each of them, whenever they get their bikes, they usually do some sort of event, either a build event where they put them all together, or a reveal event where they showcase and reveal them to all the kids. And so I've seen videos and pictures of those, but we didn't get to make it to any of the 3 that we got.
Well, we're gonna do it. I want to see those kids, and I'm excited. I'm excited to be down there at Daytona. Like Steph's saying, she'll be putting the information out there where everybody can find a place maybe to hang out with us and look at the bike or look at me, you know. Maybe just want to see me.
Yeah,
maybe want to see Steph. Maybe you just want to... Well, Hank ain't going to be there.
Hank's not going to be there.
Well, we got Gilbert right here. He said, y'all be safe heading to Daytona. God bless. So,
thank you, Gilbert.
Oh, Gilbert. You going to Daytona too? Good, man. Which is so cool.
Is he going to Daytona? I think he's just saying y'all be safe heading there.
Y'all be
God
safe
bless.
heading. Oh, okay. See,
Yeah.
I'm dyslexic, and that's why I don't read messages.
That's okay.
Dang it, I wish
as
Gilbert
far
was
as
going.
Ornery Ass members, I do believe James Tate's going to be in Daytona. Ralphie is going to be in Daytona. And Weston Customs is going to be in Daytona. And
Probably
I
some
believe
more.
the Griffins are going to be there maybe the last day of Daytona.
Okay.
So we may be able to catch them on the road crossing paths.
It's going to be...
But if there's anyone else that's going to be there in Daytona, holler at us, let us know, because it's going to be a lot of fun. And we have a lot of meetups throughout the week and places that we're going to be that we need to be at. And I've got it on the calendar. So you guys have no excuses.
That's right. There are going to be some new products on the bike. We got some in the mail this week that I'm going to be talking about. We've got a new breather that we put on, a new phone mount. We got some new gloves. We got some new helmets.
I know. That's a
Well,
big...
we're going to hold off on that. Let's not. So
we want to make sure that they come in before we leave out for Daytona. So let's not go any further.
I'm not going to go into all of that, but the helmet thing was a deal. So we're going to be showing you guys what helmet we're going to be running and trying out and see how everything goes on it. We're going to be running a new luggage bag this year. We just got it in. I'll be talking about that as well. Be hanging out with them.
New rain gear from a different company. You guys
yes.
know that last year I rode with the Harley Davidson brand, and you rode with
Harley
is it
Davidson
First Gear?
And first gear.
First Gear. So we have a different brand. I'm so excited to try those out.
No
and
doubt, they feel wonderful. They feel plow. I mean, they feel comfortable,
light and comfortable.
Yes,
and not like a tarp over you.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
So we're going to have some new stuff that we're going to be talking and trying out this year.
Griffin said that Bertha's getting a new clutch.
Oh, God bless it. It's a good thing. That's a good thing. Getting ready. I guess all you guys are probably getting their bikes ready. I know I have. The big boys ready to rip. Just got it from Pig Trail last week. I actually rode home from Pig Trail. Took us all day to do everything that we did to it. New tires, service, the new stuff that we did. I rode back at home at 7, and from Eureka to here, I seen it drop. It got down to 24 degrees, and which I did really well. My knees got kind of cold. You know, it's so cold that it's hot, you know, where it starts burning, and then it starts feeling wet, and then you just kind of go numb. And I turned it up too. I had a blast through the corners, and the roads was open. It was fun, but it's definitely everybody's getting geared up. I'd say right now, guys, would be a great time to go get your stuff done. I know Pig Trail Harley Davidson's got some specials going over there. We got I see you got a little box here.
Yeah, I was just typing back. Weston, thank you so much. Super chat. He says, here's some gas money for Daytona. I'll get with you guys later to coordinate, but get you a tank on the road. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And then Gilbert, I appreciate that so much. He said, I'm flying home from Chicago on Friday morning. Get some new tires put on the bike.
Okay, right on, man.
Yes,
Hustling.
Everyone needs to get.
Thank you.
I mean, I think. Okay, so we did do new tires also.
Okay.
And that was something where there was a little bit of tread left, but to be able to go all the way to Daytona and all the way back, I think we'd be kind of pushing it. And
I'm just going to talk about, with tires, we talk about that a lot, guys, and I was thinking about doing the Michelin Commander 3, but I went ahead and put the Dunlop American Elite back on. They've just been doing so well. I did have a little cupping in the rear tire on on this last set. It's really cool with the bike we have now, the Limited, because I can watch that tire pressure all the time. And it's fascinating to me because I can watch it increase or decrease with the weather and weight of the bike. How we're wearing those tires means a lot to do how we're loading that bike. You guys know we run hard, fast, and heavy. I mean, we're putting everything that is on that big bore is put to the test. Right down to the speakers. I mean, I never thought that, but we got that wild boar audio there. And from Hog Tunes, it's amazing. I've been jamming out to it. I did the other day coming back. If you guys see me go live whenever I was heading over to Eureka, I said I'm so happy that it was warm. I was singing all my favorite songs and cranking that stereo and cranking that throttle up. And it was just so good to feel that bike. I know that this time of year is rough on a lot of us. What do we got here? Lopez.
Chris Lopez.
What's up?
Thank you so much. Few beers on me. Cheers.
Thanks, man.
Thank you
Appreciate
so much.
that so very much.
Thank you.
And
I think
it's good to hear from everybody. I know everybody's. I know we're all ready to get the hell out and ride.
Oh, I know.
Holy
We're
shit.
all ready to ride. Chris Lopez, I saw your comment earlier and I did not get to reply because we were talking with Ryan, but he said that he would love to see his daughter ride one day. She's autistic. So that's something that I would definitely, yeah, the Strider bikes, and like you heard Ryan, they're altering these bikes to fit all these different limitations in different situations, and it's really cool because if you guys don't follow their page, it is on Instagram and Facebook, but then of course the allkidsbike.org website, but on Instagram they'll post pictures of some of the bikes that they've altered and stuff, and it's so cool to see these kids that you couldn't just go buy a regular bicycle from Walmart and they hop on and ride.
No.
And so it's just the little things that make a huge difference for these kids. And so I just wanted to make a comment and let you know that I did see your comment.
Absolutely, reach out to them, man. They're good. They're good people. I mean, I don't know. There's so many things, guys. Here we are on social media right now. We kind of dog social media, but we use it for the good stuff for Steph and I. There's a lot of things that we could get in. We could probably make more money. We could get bigger. We could do this and that and other on social media. Maybe I need to get implants and some red lipstick. I don't know if that'd help either. But
you want me to pimp you out?
Yeah, we could be doing stuff like that, but I'd lot rather be doing stuff like this, man.
I know what can make
fun.
us. I know.
I love it.
When we go somewhere, probably just down the road, because that I think is the thing.
Okay.
Just go down the road somewhere, but you got to put on some sexy clothes.
Yeah.
And a blonde wig, which I have a couple wigs.
Okay,
if you guys haven't been following me on Instagram, I got a few wigs.
Yeah, you've been getting wigged
and then,
out.
Yeah, pose.
Yeah, and then do a sexy pose.
Yeah, probably with shorts and high heels, because that's
absolutely.
what everyone rides in.
Yeah. And do my hair, and then
Gotta do this.
and then kneel down a little bit, and then twist your body a little bit, and then poke and then do
and
the
then
whole
twerk it.
And then, I think I can do that. But
I'm just kidding, guys.
No,
I know,
I'm not kidding. I mean, I
love all you guys that do that. So
I do too, and I'm looking at everything, and I love it all. But what I was getting at though, it's not about us.
Original Jimbo.
Here we go.
He said, TJ, we're eating G's.
J's, man.
Oh,
I'm
good
getting
Lord.
hungry speaking of that. But what I'm getting at though, it feels really good, the stuff that we're getting involved with. Everybody has a common thread here, and we all love motorcycles. I'm loving it so very much. And I'm liking what we're doing on our Tuesday night here.
I do too.
Walk it, talk it, and ride it.
I know a lot of you guys are busy throughout the week. It's just we're usually busy on the weekends or on the road. So for us, it just made more sense to do Tuesday nights. And I'm liking it too.
So we have another guest on next week.
Yes, but I'm not going to reveal who that is. It was originally Chopper Gary, up in Utah. However, we pushed him back. He's such a great sport. We pushed him back until next month because that's when his museum will actually be open, and he'll be there at the museum to do the live feed with us. So it works there, and it works on our end too, because we're trying to get a different guest on for Tuesday night. who will be a big part of our riding season, and there's some stuff happening in Daytona that we want to share and have him give him the opportunity to share it with you guys too. That's happening in Daytona. So not going to name who that is just yet. Hopefully in a couple of days I'll know for sure, and then I'll make a post and let you guys know who will be on.
Yeah, so this time next week we will be setting, this is Wednesday, we'll probably be setting somewhere close to St. Augustine.
I know. Yeah, so we're not exactly for sure. I think, are we going to go to St. Augustine first?
I think
And then
so.
Daytona, or are we going to go to Daytona and then maybe St. Augustine and meet up with the Griffins?
I don't know what the, I just don't know.
I
So
know, I don't
we
know
can either
either.
leave home, no matter what, guys. Y'all just come on a ride with us, see what we're up to. I'll start going live a lot more when we get on the bike. You don't want to see what I'm doing around here live all the time, I'll tell you that. Boring.
Boring.
But starting next week, we'll be on the bike, upping our stories, going live more, and you can just be a part of what we're doing.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm looking forward to it.
Talking about wigs, Wesson, you asked if you could borrow a wig,
Yeah.
and do I have a tutu for sure? Yes. I have a blue tutu, a red tutu, a white tutu, and then a
That's a
Mardi Gras
can-can.
colored tutu.
That's a cans.
And then I think that's all the tutus I have.
Speaking of that, you know, when we were up at Sturgis, Steph and I, we did the news report, Channel 69 News.
Rally News.
Rally News. So we had...
With a, wait, what is my name? Anita Longer Dingleberry.
And I am...
Harry
Von Wienerschnitzel. There it is.
We got to touch up because I think that there may be another episode coming out.
We had so much fun with that.
Of Channel 9 Rally News while we're in Daytona. There may be an episode.
We had a blast. You know, we ride everywhere, guys. So when we say we ride, I want to clarify this. We're on that fucking bike riding it. There's no trailers. There's nothing around us. There's no chase vehicles. There's nobody. It's just Steph and I on the bike cutting across the country. That's the way we like it. That's why we do it. And we get bored. So we're in a sentence and we're going back and forth. And this just came out. We rode the entire Loneliest Road. And while we're on the
Yes,
Loneliest,
from start to finish.
well,
Not a section, but
we
yeah.
were riding the Loneliest Road, and it just tickled the shit out of me because we're getting bored. And I came up, I was like, I thought of this name, and I thought maybe we could play off of it. And then she's like, well, let's just do a news feed. And I'm like, okay. Well, like an hour and a half later, we pull over for gas. I know neither one of us talked since then. We got quiet. She goes, I've got this great skit laid out. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So we sat at the gas station, and she ran through these one-liners.
I actually brought it up. I still have it in my notes section of my
so
phone.
she's on, shit, I can't see it. But it's so cool to be riding two up and getting to have these experiences, because sometimes, and I don't even remember where we were at on the road. I just remember our conversations. Mm-hmm. And give us a little bit of this, a little insight on the Ornery One.
Okay, so we'll have to change a little bit of it to fit Daytona. Okay, so yeah. Good afternoon. You are watching the Rally Noon News here on Channel 69, and we are live at the Buffalo Chip with 5-time Emmy Award winner Harry Vane, it wasn't Vaughn. Harry Vane Wienerschnitzel.
Harry
And
Vane Wienerschnitzel?
I am your co-host anchor, Anita Longer Dingleberry.
Hey, yes, that was it. And that's how it all started.
Okay, let me see if I can find one joke here.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay, so... No, that's not going to be a good one.
Oh God, see? This is how it is.
Oh, V-rods make me wet, said no girl ever. Okay, how about this one? The Glencoe Campground in Sturgis reported that their swingers club is petitioning for their musicians to stop banging.
You know what Glencoe is? Okay.
Okay, sorry
So,
guys.
anyway, we're getting off and having fun.
But prepare, because I have a feeling Rally Noon News on Channel 69 will be having an episode during Daytona.
Daytona Bike Week. We're here at, what's it again? What's the new Daytona called?
Teddy Moore's.
We're here at Teddy Moore's Destination
Oh,
Daytona.
that's going to be a fun one. I can make up some weird things with, or not weird, funny things with Teddy.
Well, and we don't know who Teddy is, but
Hope he has a good sense of humor.
well, Rod at the chip, you know, Woody, he has a great sense of humor, and I mean, we picked on him some, and of course he's tough as nails, and
Yeah.
he's just got a great sense of humor. We had fun.
Oh, and I did have the joke of this just in: Woody from the Buffalo Chip is running to be your next electoral candidate with the slogan, instead of "Make America Great Again," "Make America the best party anywhere."
We did
Because
something.
the Sturgis Buffalo Chip is the best party anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
That's their
So,
slogan.
wow, we just got off on something there, didn't we?
Let's see. Okay, back to serious stuff. Ryder X, you said that our merch link is not working.
God,
I'm gonna write that on my
thank you so much.
sticky note here to
See,
check
what
out
would
the
we
merch
do with
link.
you guys? Okay, we did get some new merch in too.
I know I have not. We've had such an ordeal. You guys.
I'm so
I think
over
what I'm
merch.
gonna. Yeah. So on our website, on our
Fuck.
merch, it's going to be what quality or quantities I have on hand, and if we run a new merch, it'll be noted on there that it is a pre-order and it will not be in for 4 to 6 weeks.
It's
yeah.
bullshit. But
So, and if you guys want to order a weird size, I'm sorry, sometimes those take longer.
that's
know,
what she said.
anything over a 3X, it does cost more and it's a little bit harder to get just because we're working with local companies, and I'd like to support shop local because I have a local store and I love to be able to, shop
You know,
local.
shop local
and- yeah,
sometimes leaves you out hanging too.
it does. So, yeah, that's where we're at right now.
Just damn shits. You know, we have these great ideas. We do. But to get, I guess we need our own screen printing. I mean,
Well, I
Jesus,
need a bigger.
It never ends.
We need a bigger.
That's what she
shop.
said. We need a lot of stuff.
Yes.
We needed just a shop alone.
I know.
Where I could put my motorcycle in, I could do content off that.
You want to park your bike in it?
Oh, I hope you got a big trunk because I'm going to put my bike in it.
All right, guys. Once again, our schedule for Daytona is posted on the website, and there was an email. If you didn't get the email, make sure that you sign up for emails on our website and check out our blogs as well. Anything else?
No, I'm just ready to get on the road, man.
I'm ready to go get something to eat.
All right, all right, all right.
Thank
Well,
you guys.
with that being said,
thank you for all the super chats.
Yeah,
thank
no
you
joke.
guys so
And
much.
Yes, thank you so very much. Thank all you ornery asses for tuning in, chiming in. If you're not an ornery ass and you're watching, you could be an ornery ass if you wanted to be. If you don't want to be, just keep watching. Just give me a thumbs up. Any of our posts, if you want to help us, you could share it. Give us a thumbs up. Mention, say something. We'd love that as well. We appreciate you guys tuning in and chiming in. And until we see you out on the road or back on here next Tuesday night, y'all stay ornery. Yeah, that didn't flow very well. Yeah,
Is a Whoville smile.
Whoville? Who dat?
All right,
Can't
guys.
see me.
Love you all. Appreciate you guys watching us. Bye.